Meters are the metric system for measuring distance. Also, we call it SI unit from the Système International for distance. So we use meters to measure distances and length. The abbreviation that we use for meters, or the symbol, is the letter M, lowercase m. A meter is about the size of a yard. I think of a yardstick, about 3 feet. We use the meter when we buy fabric. You know, in the US, when we buy fabric, when we go to Joann's, for example, or Michael's to buy fabric, we buy it in yards. In other countries that use the metric system, they buy it by the meter. A meter is also the approximate height where we place doorknobs. It is approximately the height of your desk, approximately 1 meter. Our height is approximately 2 meters, a little less than 2 meters for most of us. There are some that exceed it, but for most of us, we are a little less than the 2 meters. Now, a kilometer is 1,000 meters. Remember that the speedometer of your car gives you the option of using kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour. So it allows you to use kilometers instead of miles. In other words, a mile and a kilometer are about the same size. Not the same size, but they are closer to each other than a mile and a meter, for example. So we use either one of them to measure large distances, like how far do I need to drive to go to the grocery store? I will use miles or kilometers. How high am I? I'll use meters. I will not use kilometers. Now, this is a picture of the end of a meter stick and a yardstick. And this is the exact relationship between them. 1 yard is about 94% of a meter. So they are about equal. Now, here are 2 rulers, one in inches and one in centimeters and actually millimeters. The small notches are millimeters, the large notches, 1, 2, 3, that's centimeters. And notice we are at about 2.5, about 2.5 something, till we get to the 1 inch, from 0 to 1. So actually 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. In bulk, an inch, half an inch is about equal to a centimeter. Now, the word cent in centimeter telling us we are dividing the meter by 100 to get the centimeter. So again, it's about half an inch. In the metric system, we use kilogram for mass. A quart of milk has a mass of about 1 kilogram, which is about 2 pounds in the British system of units, in the units we use in the grocery store. When you buy a bag of rice, it is expressed in both kilograms and pounds. So it might be expressed as 5 kilograms, 10 point something pounds, or 11 something pounds. So they are close to each other, kilograms and pounds, about twice, like I mentioned here. A kilogram is about 2 pounds. So we buy a bag of rice, we worry about kilograms. We buy a bag of potatoes, kilograms. If we are going to buy something smaller, like a small container of spices, then we will not talk of kilograms. We'll talk of grams. A kilogram is 1,000 grams. So then we'll talk of grams. So kilograms is for something bigger. When we talk of ounces, we talk of grams. The metric system SI unit for time is the second. It's not the hour, it's not the minute. All of them are units of time. The SI unit is seconds. The SI unit for temperature, it is the Kelvin. It's not the centigrade or Celsius. It's not the Fahrenheit. It is the Kelvin. What's special about Kelvin is that it does not have negative numbers. The lowest possible temperature in Kelvin is 0. The freezing point of water now, because the lowest point is 0, the freezing point of water is about 273 Kelvins. It's a whopping 273 Kelvins, which is 0 in centigrade and 32 in Fahrenheit. Remember, in centigrade we can go negative, in Fahrenheit we can go negative, but not in Kelvin. That's why we have large numbers. The boiling point of water in Kelvin is 373 Kelvin, which is 100 degrees centigrade and 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, this, I hope, will show you that when we go from freezing to boiling, in centigrade we add 100 degrees, and that's the same thing in Kelvin. So an increase of 1 degree Kelvin is the same as an increase of 1 degree centigrade. The only difference about them is that Kelvin does not have negative numbers. It starts with 0.